Hello, everybody. Today is the night of March, and as always, we're gonna tell the pen story. This pen story has changed a lot of people's life and short lives into what something happened to our life and how we can create manifest our dream life in a very certain way. So, are you ready? Let's get started, okay? So, what is this? It's a pen. What do we use the pen for? To write. Now there's a dog inside the room. I want to wave this in front of the dog. What does the dog do? The dog probably will sleep, lick or chew the shade. Does the dog see this one as a pen? No. So for the dog, this one is not a pen, but for the human, this one is a pen. So who is correct, the dog or the human? The answer is both are correct. For the dog, this one is a chewing toy, while for the human, this one is a pen to rate. The dog is correct in the dog world, and the human is also correct in the human world. So that is our first lesson. Both are correct. Now, let's imagine that there is a table in front of me. So I'm going to put this thing on the table, and then both the dog and I will walk out the room. So inside the room, there'll be no human, no dog. What does this thing become? Is it still a pen or chewing toy? Or it becomes almost nothing, and the ancient wisdom calls this one as the emptiness. The emptiness is actually a very magical definition. As we understand the emptiness, we'll be able to achieve anything in our life. Just like Yushima Gorosh applied the emptiness into his business and was able to build business with a revenue of $250 million a year. He is also able to help several refugees. So what is the emptiness and why is that so magical? Let's go back to the pen story, okay? So this technically on the table when there is no human, no dot, it comes back to truth and we call it the emptiness. So the emptiness is not darkness, it's not, nothingness, blackness, or no feeling, no thinking. And then the emptiness is just the soul when it doesn't interact with anyone. And we ourselves, we all have the emptiness. Um, however, okay, as soon as I go back into the room and I look at this become a pen. When the dog comes back to the room and the dog look at this becomes a chewing toy. And when both the dog and I come back to the room at the very same time, and we both look at this at the very same time, what does this thing become? It becomes two things, a pen for me and a chewing toy for the dog. So the magical of the emptiness and the potential is that we all interact with someone or something. So we all has the potential to become anything or anyone depending on who or what is looking at that at us at the very moment. And with that potential, we can become several potential at the very same time, right? So that is the magical of the emptiness and the potential. Now I see this as a pen. So does this pen coming from me or does this pen coming from the thing itself? This pen is actually coming from me. Why am I so certain? Because if this thing is the pen itself, the dog or anything in this entire universe will have to see it for what it is, which is a pen. But does the dog see this one as a pen? No. So this pen is actually coming from me. This pen is actually coming from my mind. And everything is actually coming from our mind. So that is our third lesson. Everything is actually coming from our mind. Now we all agree that this pen is coming from my mind, right? So I'm going to change my mind and I'm going to believe this one become a diamond, okay? So please pray with me. Diamond, diamond, diamond. Open my eyes. It's still a pen. So what in my mind that forced me to see this as a pen but not a diamond? There are seed inside our mind that the ancient wisdom calls as karma. When we see something, the seed inside our mind pop up, open up, and cover this, and made us see for what had been planted early into our mind. So who planted the seed into your mind then? Only you can plant the seed into your mind, and only I can plant the seed into my mind. How can we do it? We do it by three ways: by our words, by our actions, by our thoughts, especially to other people. So for instance, I'm going to hold on to this. I'm going to say that I have the pen. Would you like to have this pen? And when my friend say yes, please, I'd be so happy to give this to my friend with the hope that I can help my friend. So when I do this problem open up and both me and my friend will see it and it start leaving mark in my mind. A couple of days later, when I see this, I recognize this one as a pen, which means that the seed, the pen has already been planted into my mind. And I pop up, open up, and cover this and maybe see it for what had been planted earlier into my mind, which is a pen. And this is how a pen become a pen. When things around us become what and who they are to us. In the pen story, there are several meaningful lessons. Today we went over 4 different lessons. The first lesson is both corrupt, so we learn to respect each other's opinion, we learn to respect each other's choices, and we learn to listen to each other with a compassionate heart. The second lesson is, along with the emptiness, we all have limitless potential. So trust your potential, trust the potential of everyone or everything around you, and trust the potential whatever happened to you. And something very valuable I learned from the pen story that Alan shares that, once you trust, when you be able to see the potential, you will overcome all the fear or the anxiety. When you encounter a challenge, because you know that challenges is it's all up to your how you look at that situation, whether it's going to be a problem or an opportunity. It's all depend on the way you look at it. So it's the potential that is the beauty of the emptiness and the potential. The third lesson is everything is actually coming from the seed inside our mind. So we'll be 100% responsible to whatever happened to us. We don't blame anyone because in the end, we are the only one who can plant the seed into our mind. And the fourth lesson is how we can create or manifest our dream life in a very certain way, applying those 3 lessons. So first, we have to know what we want to achieve in our life using the second lesson, which is, the potential and the emptiness. And then we apply lesson number 3, which is what we plan to everything, using our words or action, our thoughts with other people. So for instance, if we want to have a happiness, then we plan the happiness using our word or action, our thoughts with other people, helping other people to be happier. If we want to have prosperity, then we use our word or action, our thoughts with other people, helping other people to be more prosperous. And just like that, whatever that you want, making sure that you use your word, your action, your thoughts with other people, helping them to get that very same seed. And that is the way for the seed to be planted into your mind. And the more you do it, the more securely the seed planted into your mind. And one of these days, you'll be able to harvest, the result of the seed. And the lesson that I would like to share with you all today is that, this morning, even though that I hadn't been able to do exercise, I tried to get up early, but I couldn't. And when telling you this, I actually kind of blaming my son for he would tuck and turn up, he would tuck in and turning around, and staying up very late at night, so I wouldn't be able, even though that we went to bed probably pretty early, but I think we didn't sleep until like 12ish or something. So I've been telling him that, oh, because you didn't sleep, you stay up too late, so I couldn't get up early this morning. And then, but just by telling this pen story and sharing you lesson, I know that I actually blaming my son for, my little son for my son for that very things. And that is something that I should be more mindful of. Instead of blaming other people, I should take charge of, my action, the reality of why things happening. It's just because I'm too lazy, right? And how I can plan, how I can prevent that to happen in the future. So thank you so much for listening to me today. Thank you, Lynn, for coming me in this 3,000-day journey. And I hope you, and if me sharing with you the pen story or my lesson is something good, I would like to dedicate that to my George family, to my friends, to my coworkers, to my clients, to my neighbors, to any living things in this world and any other words with love, wisdom, and gratitude. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a beautiful day. Bye bye.